Welcome on in, trainers. In the next few minutes, I'm going to give you everything you need to know about what's happening in Pokemon Go this week, starting with the Powerful Potential event that is continuing until March 10th. I went over this event in the last video, so check that for all the event details. I'll link it below and in the end of the video. But this is the debut of Shiny Charcadet, as well as Dynamax Kubfu in Pokemon Go. Next up is the Festival of Colors event running March 13th to the 18th. Niantic is turning Shiny Smeargle back on for this event, so this is one of the only times you can get Shiny Smeargle in Pokemon Go. If you don't know, its Shiny is usually locked, except for in special events like these. Now for the bonuses for this event, lure modules activated during the event will last for 3 hours. Bruxish will appear more frequently when trainers use incense. You can also take a few snapshots each day of the event for more than one Smeargle encounter. And then incense, excluding daily adventure incense activated during the event, will last for 2 hours. In terms of wild spawns, we are going to see these Pokemon in the wild here. We're going to see the colored Flabébés. Which ones you see will depend on your region, but white and orange are the rare global encounters. You can see them no matter where you are. It does evolve into Florges, which is a number 2 fairy type in Master League, just behind Tapu Lele, and Florges requires no legacy move and is easy to get candies for, and also ranks well in the Ultra League and decent in the Great League. We also have Magikarp, which evolves into Gyarados, which has a Mega in the game, and then Meditite evolves into Medicham, which ranks number 58 in the Great League at the moment, and is also good in the Willpower Cup that is active right now. We're also going to have field research for the event that will get you some more encounters with event-themed Pokemon, and then a timed research that gives 1 incense, 4 rare candies, and more event encounter Pokemon. And then also a paid research for $2 USD that gives 2 lure modules, 4 incense, 2,000 Stardust, and some more encounters with Bruxish, which can be shiny. And then finally, for those of you in India, you are going to get a little bit more for this event. That is going to be a branching timed research. No info on what that will be. There's going to be 1-star raids featuring Pikachu wearing a Kurta, and then 1 additional candy for catching Pokemon in raids. Now, in terms of GBL Cups, we are going to have the Great League and the Willpower Cup Great League Edition. That focuses on dark, fighting, and psychic types, active until March 11th. Then on March 11th to the 18th, we will have Ultra League and the Scroll Cup. In terms of max battles, we will have Dynamax Raikou debuting in a max battle weekend on March 15th and 16th. And then in terms of normal max battles, continuing until March 10th, we will see Ghastly, Beldum, Pidove, Darumaka, and Sobble. Beldum evolves into Metagross, which is a useful one. Ghastly evolves into Gengar, which is decent if you don't have the G-Max version. Sobble evolves into Inteleon, which is still a good water counter if you don't have G-Max Blastoise or Kingler. Then on March 10th, going until March 17th, we will see Krabby, Beldum, Drillbur, and Darumaka. Of the new ones here, Krabby evolves into Kingler, again a decent water if you don't have the G-Max. And then Drillbur evolves into Excadrill, which continues to be one of the most useful Dynamax Pokemon, and then all of them can be shiny, so a shiny check if they're the only ones you have around, and you need to get rid of some of those max particles for the day. And then for our Max Mondays, which happen every Monday from 6 to 7 p.m., we are going to have Dynamax Drillbur, again, very useful one and can be shiny. Then on Tuesday, we're going to have our Spotlight Hour from 6 to 7 p.m. This week, it is going to be Rosalia with 2 times Evolution XP. And then in terms of our raid bosses, we are going to continue to have Mega Lucario until March 13th. Then it switches out to Mega Swampert, which goes until March 22nd. I went over the Mega Lucario counters in the last video, so you can check that if you want to see them. But let's talk about Mega Swampert here. Here are the top Megas and Shadows you can use against Mega Swampert. Obviously a lot of grass here. And then here are the top 20 counters, not including Megas, Primals, or Shadows that you can use to fill out the rest of your team. Okay, now for the 5-star Legendary raids. We are going to continue to have the Kanto Birds until March 13th. Then from March 13th to the 22nd, we will see Tapu Koko come in, who will know its signature fairy type charged move, Nature's Madness. You definitely want this on it if you're going to use it as a raid attacker where it ranks number 6 as a fairy type, or if you want to use it in the GBL where it ranks number 126 in the Master League. So let's take a look at the counters for all of these legendaries. Starting with Articuno here, it is an ice flying, so it takes 256% damage from rock and 160% damage from electric, fire, and steel. Here are the best counters, including Megas and Shadows. And then if you need to fill out the rest of your team, here are the top 20 counters that you can use, not including Megas, Primals, or Shadows. Next up is Zapdos, which is a flying electric type. That means it takes 160% damage from ice and rock types. Here are the best counters to use, including Megas and Shadows. And then excluding those, here are the top 20 counters that you can use to fill out the rest of your team. Then we have Moltres, which is fire flying, so it takes 256% damage from rock and 160% damage from electric and water. Here are the best counters to use, including Megas and Shadows. And then excluding those, here are the top 20 counters you can use to fill out the rest of the team. And then we'll have Tapu Koko after that. It is electric fairy type, so it takes 160% damage from ground and poison. Here are the best counters to use, including Megas and Shadows. And then excluding Megas and Shadows, here are the top 20 counters you can use to fill out the rest of the team. And then for the raid hour, which happens every Wednesday from 6 to 7 p.m., that does mean we will have the Kanto Birds one more time. And then for our Shadow Legendary raids on the weekends, we are going to have Shadow Regice for the rest of the month. All right, everybody, that's all the information I have for you regarding this week, but there was some news regarding the in-person Go Fest dropped. The tickets are now on sale for Osaka, New Jersey, and Paris. I personally am going to Paris. Kate and I will be there for the in-person Go Fest. If you're looking to organize something, we can maybe all meet up if you're going to the Paris one. Jump on over to our Discord. There's also just lots of good information on Pokemon Go there as well. It's a great spot to hang out. Lots of wonderful people, lots of helpful stuff. But right now we have to say a huge thank you to our mythical members, King's Lounge, Body on a Planet, and Kate. Thank you to them for supporting the channel at the mythical level, as well as all of our members and all of you who come and watch the videos, come and watch the live streams, whether you lurk or chat, hit that like and subscribe button. All of that stuff is super, super helpful. Very grateful for all of you. I hope you have a great time in Pokemon Go this week. Get yourself some nice shinies from the events or from those raids, and we'll see you in the next one, friends.
I've got something incredibly funky.